All right, everybody, welcome to tonight's Hangout. My name is Jeremy Barnett. I'm coming at you live here in Tampa, Florida, and we're really excited for you guys to be on tonight. We got a really powerful presentation to share with you guys tonight, and we're just going to give it a couple more minutes. It's 8:58. Give me a shout out in the chat box if you can see me and hear me okay. I want to make sure that we are broadcasting live here, and so I appreciate that. I'll check the chat box real quick. Okay, so I guess we're live. All right, and as we have people coming in here, we're going to get started in just one more minute. Again, I want to thank you guys all for coming out tonight. On this Tuesday evening, you could be watching your favorite TV show, but that doesn't make you any money. What we're going to share with you tonight is something that everybody's doing. It's a phenomenon around the world today, and we're going to enlighten you on exactly how you can get involved in the craze that is happening right now. I'm so excited to share with you guys this information. And we're going to get started here. I'm going to do a little presentation here with the PowerPoint. It's going to be about 15 minutes. We're not going to keep you long. And we'll let you get out of here and enjoy the rest of your night. So again, thank you for all you guys that came tonight, and I want to welcome all the guests tonight that are on with us. So how many people, by a show of hands, are brand new? This is the first time you've ever been to one of these Hangouts. Go ahead and type a Y for yes in the chat box, please. I would like to know what guests we have. Awesome. So everybody's seeing me good? Awesome. Great. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go screen share. And I'm going to full screen. Start screen share. All right. Okay, you guys should be able to see my screen. Give me a text or a chat if you can't see my screen, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. Okay, guys, again, my name is Jeremy Barnett, and I want to welcome you guys to the Hangout tonight. But why are we so excited? Because something is occurring around the world right now that's never really occurred before. And what I'm going to share with you tonight is nothing short of a phenomenon. Well, the definition of a phenomenon is the following. It's an unusual, significant, and remarkable occurrence. Now, but what you're going to discover in the next few minutes is not only a remarkable occurrence, but a truly monumental one. Why do I say that? Because it's something that has never happened before. The converging of two massive industries that has created a third industry, which is now the world's fastest growing. So let's start off with the two massive industries that are converging right now. The first one is the mobile phone industry, and the second one is the almighty advertising industry. So let's talk about the massive mobile phone industry. But what I want to do is put everything in a global context first for you guys to give you a global perspective of how mobile phones compare to everything in our lives right now. So we're 7 billion people on the planet, and here is what we call ours. We have 1 billion cars registered and in use, 1.1 billion fixed landline phones, 1.2 billion personal computers, and that includes desktops, laptops, and tablets, 1.6 billion television sets, 1.7 billion credit card users, 2.1 billion internet users, and 2.2 billion people with bank accounts. And ready for this, some people are still kind of surprised to find out that we have 3.9 billion radio receivers in use around the world today. Mobile phones literally dwarfs them all. Very powerful. There's currently 6.58 billion active mobile phone subscribers, and that's equivalent to 94% of the world's population today. That's 5.5 times more mobile phones than computers. 4 times more mobile phones than all the televisions worldwide. 4 times more mobile phones than people with credit cards. So mobile is massive. It's so massive that it passed $1 trillion a year back in 2010 and is now approaching $2 trillion. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the second industry, which is another monster, the advertising industry. Now, advertising started in the old days on the radio, then it shifted to TV for years, and all the eyes were glued to the tube. Then it exploded on the internet, and all the eyes followed. First on desktops, then less, and now mobile phones. Now, today, the majority of us spend most of our time using mobile phones for the internet, right in the palm of our hands. So the $1.7 trillion advertising industry is rocketing directly towards the nearly $2 trillion mobile phone industry. Why? Simple answer, because the average person looks at their mobile phone 150 times a day, and that's where all the eyeballs are. Now pay attention to that statement because it's going to be very important here as we get into this. Now these two colossal industries are on a head-on collision, and nothing is going to stop this from happening, the $2 trillion mobile phone industry and the $1.7 trillion advertising industry. Now, mobile apps are the key, the bridge and the gateway that connects these two giants, the mobile phone industry and the advertising industry. So mobile apps, although it's a tiny industry by comparison, only 30 billion, but that's really incredible because it's just a baby. Mobile apps only began in 2010 when Apple started the craze by introducing iPhone apps, but that was only the beginning of the explosion. So what we do is we measure the growth of the app industry not by subscribers, but by downloads. In 2010, even Apple was shocked when 10 billion apps were downloaded. Excuse me one second. 10 billion apps were downloaded in the first year, and 2 years later, in 2012, 30 billion apps were downloaded, and some experts were wondering if it had peaked, but it had not. In 2013, it reached 73 billion, and this year it reached over 119 billion apps downloaded for the year. And in about 18 months, or 2016, get ready for this, almost 300 billion apps will be downloaded. That's 800 million apps per day, or more than 500,000 per second. So it's going to grow from 10 billion downloads 4 years ago to 300 billion downloads in the next year and a half. That's 30 times growth. It's insane. It's just massive. Folks, you don't have to be a CEO to understand those numbers. So what am I talking about? Where do you and I fit into this grand design? Well, let's start off by asking you a couple of very simple questions. Number one, is it fair to say that any and all businesses would like to generate more sales from their existing customers and acquire new customers in order to generate more revenue? Well, of course they would, right? Because more sales equals more profit. Now the question becomes, how do business owners generate more sales and get these new customers? It's very simple. They just need to advertise more. Now the challenge is this: the majority of businesses simply cannot afford to advertise more because it's just not in their budget today. So we've pretty much defined the desires and the challenges for majority of business owners in today's global economy. They want to generate more sales from their existing customers. They want to acquire new customers. They cannot afford to advertise more. So we've covered that. So let's move on to the next part of this storyline. Now, do you believe the majority of consumers around the world are interested in saving as much money as they possibly can? And the answer to that is obviously yes. Well, how do we know this to be true? Let's take a look at the exploding coupon savings programs that happen to be applications that have popped up over the last several years and happen to be helping lots of people save lots and lots of their hard-earned money. Companies like Living Social, Groupon, Foursquare, Retail Me Not. As you can see for yourself, people really love saving money by the numbers of subscribers to those applications. So a quick and final recap. They want to generate more sales from existing customers. They want to acquire new customers. Cannot afford to advertise more. People love saving money, period. Now, remember, we know that all the eyeballs around the world today are looking at their mobile phones 150 times a day, right? It's the second time I said that, so pay attention to that one. So get ready because I'm going to tie this all together for you right now. Now, we're BizBiz.mobi. It's over the last 2 years, we've developed the first advertising, communication, and proximity mobile app of its kind anywhere in the world. Very special. Welcome to UBiz, the mobile app that provides solutions for consumers in small, medium, and larger businesses that are owned by our family and friends, and that happen to represent 90% of the global economy. See, UBiz becomes the gateway for 90% of the commerce worldwide and will grow virally with tens of millions of free members worldwide. Well, how do we know this is possible? Well, because it does 3 great things. To start, number 1, it helps people save money. Everybody's interested in saving money. Let's remember what we talked about with Groupon and Living Social, Foursquare, Retail Me Not. People love to save money. It's going to work kind of like that. But let's talk about what makes UBiz really unique are the next 2 features. Number 2, it empowers your favorite merchants to communicate with you wherever you are in the world. And number 3, using the highly sophisticated geo-targeting proximity technology, it creates brand new customers for the merchants by connecting them with all the free members traveling in their area. Let's take a look at this example. Here's what happens when anyone, excuse me, has the UBiz app and they travel within a 6.2 mile radius of the merchant. They will get pinged on their mobile phone, just like you get a notification on your Facebook application. I'm sure we all have that app on our phone. They're going to get pinged with discounts, specials, offers, promos, photos, or whatever the merchant is advertising at that moment. Take a look at this slide. This is a new group of consumers in their area. No one else offers this functionality. Here's a great example. So Boston Pizza, they're running a 2-for-1 special from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So they go onto their UBiz advertising application, okay? They send out the advertisement. There's the people walking there in the middle picture. They're the 6.2 mile radius example. And then they get pinged on their smartphones. Every single person in that picture has a smartphone, I can guarantee you that. And they are now enjoying pizza for a 2-for-1 special. So Boston's Pizza is happy because they got brand new customers that were hungry for pizza at the right time in the right place. They come in, new customers. Now Boston Pizza has them in their circle, and they can advertise them to them wherever they are in the world. And Boston's Pizza can also add all of their existing customers to the application as well. This becomes very, very powerful, and I'm going to explain why. So as you can see, but we just wanted to highlight the simplicity and the power of the top three of them. But let's go through this quickly. Remember, it's a free download for members, okay, so you don't have to pay for the app. Members are connected to other members using GPS and proximity technology, so we're kind of like localized. It's really cool. All members have access to discounts, benefits, and events near them in real time. It allows them to share information, make recommendations, invite their friends to the shared collective experience live. Like, for example, I could share Boston's Pizza to everybody in my circle. Hey, they're having a great deal today. And that's kind of how this stuff happens, right? We already see it happening on Facebook. People are always sharing things of value, something they like to do. If I get a good deal on pizza, I'm going to share it. I had a great time. People are doing it all the time. Now it becomes localized, and guess who capitalizes? The businesses involved in the UBiz network, and we get to save money, which is what we already like to do. It's very cool. Permanent visibility. Your promotions are visible to all members at all times. Allows you to contact all members in your local area, and you can also connect with them worldwide when you're personally recommended. The application instantly publishes advertising campaigns with your specials, discounts, and promotions. And oh, by the way, this application is already in multiple languages. I just talked to a friend of ours, a team member of ours today in Athens, Greece, and he went on there and set it up, and he changed it to Greek, and it instantly populated into Greek for him. So these guys aren't playing around, and it's just amazing. Optimization UBiz uniquely schedules your campaigns on an hourly, daily, or weekly basis. The contact feature is awesome. It communicates with an unlimited number of your existing customers wherever they are in the world. Get their attention without the hurdles of the spam filters or promotional folders that email campaigns have to contend with. Now, it's 100% delivery rate because everybody's looking at that phone, and when they get a notification of something that they value, a place that they do business with, they're going to look at it. Plain and simple. This becomes very, very powerful. The most powerful communicating tool today. Allows you to publish advertisements for each point of sale, pushing area-specific communications, targeting to individual groups. So you can separate different groups based on genre or age group or whatever. Members will receive your unique ads, resulting in attracting an entirely new local market. This becomes extremely valuable to the local merchants in the 90% of the businesses around the world today, which make up 90% of the global economy, as we talked about. So what does this state-of-the-art application cost a merchant who would otherwise need to have a six-figure advertising budget? $30. Not per day, not per week, not even per month. $30 per year is an 8 cents a day, which happens to make UBiz the most cost-effective form of advertising in the history of the $1.7 trillion advertising industry. Again, for only 8 pennies a day. Folks, when you have a service that millions and millions of people worldwide will demand and use every day, then you've positioned yourself in the right place at the perfect time to take advantage of that trillion-dollar shift of wealth. Now, don't miss out on this next huge paradigm, the blending of these mega industries, mobile phones, advertising, and mobile apps. Now, I believe it's important for you to understand that we are in the absolute beginning stage of something very special here, which leads us to a very critical point for you. Timing and positioning. Absolutely critical. Timing and positioning has played a major part in many successful people's lives. It's true, including the lives of millionaires and even billionaires. Now, hopefully you guys recognize this is a huge play, as we are in pre-launch phase right now, which is the timeline before we officially go live and launch BizBiz.mobi into 123 countries around the world in December of 2014. Yes, that's 123 countries. The best part is you have the rare and unique opportunity to be one of the first members to join and secure your financial position in the BizBiz.mobi corporate structure. Now, I encourage you to drop everything that you're doing right now and get back with the person that sent you to this webinar presentation and find out how simple it is to lock down your position. Get positioned. This is the biggest thing we've ever seen. Why are international leaders from 123 countries dropping everything to be a part of this? Because of the sheer nature of the message. The $1.7 trillion advertising industry, the $2 trillion mobile industry, combining, colliding to create the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of the world, and we're right smack dab in the middle of it. That's why you need to lock down your position. And number two, you're going to discover the lucrative compensation available through our dual team structure, the mega matching bonuses, the super center business, and our global revenue sharing bonus pools. We're talking about 7 generous ways to earn income, friends. It's simply the best available anywhere in the market today. And last, get your business off to a rocking fast start by going to mobiappglobal.com, where we're going to keep you updated on all the live events, what's happening, all the stuff that we're bringing out. It's very, very informative, so get registered over there so you can stay locked in. We do webinars like this 4 nights a week for you and your guests. All you got to do is bring them to the webinar. You're sitting there probably right now going, this is amazing. How do I get started? It's exactly what's going to happen when you invite people. They're going to see it just like you're seeing it tonight. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this presentation, and we look forward to helping you take your business all around the world. Again, welcome to our amazing team of global entrepreneurs. BizBiz.mobi, we're global, we're mobile, and we are going viral. I'm going to go ahead and come back over to the room, and you guys should see me now. Awesome, and we didn't really lose anybody. We got a packed house tonight. So again, how many people are here for the first time and they're going to get back with the person that invited them to this presentation and take action? Now, also, what we can do right now is I can answer a few questions if anybody has it. This is recorded and it will be put up. This was a good one. We didn't have any interruptions service-wise. That's great. So we're going to post this live recording, and you guys can share this live Hangout 24/7. to all of your prospects as well, so you don't have to wait for the live ones, tomorrow and the next day, Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. How many people on the webinar tonight, again, by a show of hands or type Y for yes, are taking action tonight? You see this as timing and positioning, and you got to lock in your spot. Give me a shout out, type Y for yes in the chat box. Let me see who are the new people that are taking action tonight. All right, awesome, great. Awesome. That's great, guys. Listen, all you new team members, we're going to start. I'm going to talk to my partner tomorrow. I think maybe starting next week, we're going to start doing some trainings after the Hangout to kind of get you guys, engaged on how to build, properly structure your business. And we're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff. It's going to be great. And so you guys are not going to want to miss these. So make sure that you get your team members on these Hangouts Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going to have a lot of fun together. Again, Jeremy Barnett, I appreciate you guys coming, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Get a brand new guest on tomorrow night. Let's pack the house. See you later.